Hey everybody, it is Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2. And as I'm sure maybe some of you guys recently saw from my post on the channel here, I finally reached 1,000 subs here at the Texas Gun Vault 2. So that's pretty exciting. I can't believe that 1,000 people just want to watch the behind the scenes Texas Gun Vault experience. You guys know all these videos are just kind of off the cuff. I just filmed them with my phone. I'm actually setting up for a video right now that I need to film. I edited the shooting portions of the range report, and I have to do the garage portion. And this is for the Ruger 1022 M1 carbines. Like, these are all like my little notes, my little bullet points for each segment. And here is that awesome Ruger 1022 in that M1 carbine looking stock. Isn't that a really cool looking rifle? That is just really awesome. Cool stuff, I'll tell you what. So that's what I'm working on tonight. Garage is starting to get a little bit hot. I think it was 97 degrees here in Texas today. And so that's something I'm going to have to be battling. But I do want to say that I think I want to start a little segment here on this channel about a little Q&A. I know I don't do a lot of live streams, and hopefully this summer I'll get around to doing more of them because I'll have more time. I'll have to go inside and get my SD card for the camera. But I want to do more Q&As, and I kind of posted on my image when I showed that I reached 1,000 subscribers here, that if you had any questions you wanted to ask me, feel free to. And I only got one question, so out of 1,000 people, only one person wants to have a question. So, well, I'll answer that question. I said it could be anything about guns, YouTube, me, anything behind the scenes, what's it like being a big-time YouTube star, whatever, and I'll talk about it. So the question I got was, what is my favorite, or what is my top musical instrument to play, including vocals? Well, first off, you don't want to hear me sing, okay? 'Cause I am not a vocalist. I don't have a lot of control with my vocal range. I have a very nasally voice anyway. I do sing when I teach music, but I am a mainly professional trombone player. I also play euphonium and tuba. If you don't know what a euphonium is, think of like a smaller tuba pitched the same as a trombone. Some people call it a baritone, but actually the baritone is a separate instrument from the euphonium. It's very similar, but it's different. The euphonium is conical and the baritone is cylindrical. But anyway, that's what I do. I'm mainly a trombone player. That is the instrument that I play. I know when you see the live streams, I got like a trump in the background. Now I have a saxophone lamp. You think, oh my gosh, he plays all these different instruments, including guitar. I don't. I don't play any of those. Man, I sound terrible on a trumpet. But trombone, euphonium, and tuba. And trombone is my primary, and more specifically, bass trombone. So when I got my doctorate in music from the University of North Texas, I primarily did it on trombone, bass and tenor trombone. And my doctoral dissertation, in case you're wondering, was on an alto trombone concerto from the 17th century. So yeah, I think the title of it was The Creation of an Urtext Edition of the Georg Wagenseil Alto Trombone Concerto with Attention Given to Primary Sources of the 17th Century. And that was by me. So it was a big old long paper that I had to write. If you ever have insomnia, you need some help going to sleep, let me know, and I'll be happy to send you that dissertation. It's actually in the Library of Congress, and what's really cool is occasionally I will get emails or contacts from people asking me about my dissertation and the research that I did on that paper, because I talked about different performance techniques that essentially what would have a performer in the 17th century done, because some things that were in that piece are virtually impossible to play as written just because of the nature of the trombone. And there were a couple of different sources in the 17th century. One is by Leopold Mozart, and that's actually Wolfgang Amadeus' father. He was a very well-known violinist. He wrote a treatise on violin playing, and there was a treatise on flute playing by Johannes Quantz. And they talked about how to play different ornaments that were written differently in a certain stylistic way. And so I took those sources and I applied them to a edition of the Wagenseil Alto Trombone Concerto, using those and kind of rewriting them for what a performer in that time would have done with those musical ornaments. So yeah, that's what I did. So kind of big brain stuff, and I'm actually, believe it or not, a Wikipedia citation. So if you look at the what's the article? It's either the trombone article, the one on the history of the trombone, or the alto trombone. My dissertation is cited in that. So I'm not only a published author, I am in the Library of Congress. I am a Wikipedia citation. So, yeah. What do you think about that? I guess something over there just kind of fell down. So, I think it's a bunch of trash I have to go take out after I get all this set up. So anyway, there you go. So that answers the question. But if you guys have any questions that you want to ask me, it doesn't have to be about music or what I do. It can be about guns or other things that maybe you've asked on the other channel on videos that I just haven't gotten around, or maybe I don't see, because I get hundreds of comments. I can't respond to them all. So if there's anything you want to ask me, guns, what's my favorite gun, whatever, or what do I think about this, or will I be reviewing this, or what's it like having to create content for YouTube, or what about your, your day job, or what do you think about politics, or what's your favorite food? I'll be happy to answer all those questions. So as I said, this is kind of like a true behind the scenes channel. But anyway, I got to go inside and get the the SD card for my camera here. Get all this stuff set up. I think I'm going to go for a bike ride, come back, take a shower, and then I'm going to film the range report, the garage portion, on this M1 carbine stocked Ruger 1022. So, yeah. So I'll be looking forward to that in the next day or so. If I get it out tonight, if I can get it finished and edited tonight, maybe I'll make it for tomorrow's release in time. But I always let my Patreon see it first, and I like to give them enough time. So it just, I guess it really just kind of depends on how fast I can get it done. It's already almost 7 o'clock, so I don't have to work tomorrow. So who knows? Maybe I'll get it done for an evening release. Anyway, you guys will find out. So let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, put them in the comments section below here, and periodically I'll make a video answering those questions for you. All right, so let me know if you have any questions, and as always, thanks for watching.